disagree with that, because I think if you take into account the human psyche, the whole level of demoralization and degradation that you can, impose on the whole nation can be so dangerous that if you think of the long-term survival of this nation, it's horrific. So yeah, I absolutely believe that a certain level of protectionism is absolutely necessary, even if it goes against the immediate profit or even economic development. I think it's important to have all American companies. I think it's important to hire more Americans, and probably, yes, you have to pay them more than you would pay Indians or Chinese otherwise, but that's just basically essential. I think we just have some, I would say, ideological or political value to offer to the world, and I would like this project to continue on for as long as it possibly can. So yeah, that's my.
So do you have a critique of a fiat-based society, fiat-based, currency, and how do you rationalize, I guess, unethical currency manipulation?
I don't. I really can't. I literally can't find no excuse for it. How about you?
I like the saying, "There's not a speck of dust out of place in the whole universe," and I also like the saying, "To know all is to forgive all." So, you know, you never know till you know, and it's easy to think that somebody is a snake in the grass. But you also don't know that person's wisdom or experiences. And until you really meet somebody, um, who has like an incredible presence, you hope the ethics match up with that person's presence, meaning it's like a perfect person. Um, but, again, you don't know till you know. So I'm just saying that I like my analogy of the Federal Reserve being a bookie, having their own platform to lend and to engage in arbitrage or gambling or speculative transactions. And it's nice to think that, Chairman Powell is the face of our Federal Reserve. But there's a lot of people that he knows and that he associates with. It's a big world. I just live in my little bubble. I don't know billionaires in France. I don't know billionaires in Germany. I don't know billionaires in Italy. I don't know billionaires from Russia. But, if you are that upper crust and you are that wealthy, I'm sure you have a role in the relationships or the communication. And I'm just saying, how un-American is the Federal Reserve if we believe it's this, parasite, a specter, or a shadow cartel, or a shadow Congress? I'm just saying, if you were on the inside, you might not. I've met people that worked at Federal Reserve, and they're PhDs. They're basically academics, and they spend a lot of time doing research. But to me, it just seems like a jobs program. They're not really creating anything. So that's why I say I think it's primarily a communication organization, a research organization. But they really do have, tools, mechanisms, levers to pull, buttons to push. They, in many ways, control the economy, or they're fixing a standard of what they believe is an optimal model. And it's easy to get angry about anything. But that's why I say, I'm just trying to accurately describe the situation for political purposes primarily, but hopefully to awaken people to a taxation crisis and a debt and borrowing and spending crisis.
Produce vehicles. What's that? Go ahead. I think I lost you.